Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is your boy, Alyx, man. Welcome to a very late broadcast reviewing Lucha Underground Episode 9, A Match Made in Heaven, and NXT, August 8th, 2018. Both shows I thought were strong. Usually NXT, well, for the last few months at least, NXT has basically been outperforming Lucha Underground, and I'll happily admit that. I think NXT, in my personal opinion, has just been the best wrestling show on TV. Well, not even on TV, but period. It has been doing so many awesome things for every division on that show. And Lucha Underground is currently trying to recover from losing a huge roster in Season 3. So naturally, one show is going to be better. But I felt like tonight we finally got something from Lucha. I thought the main event on Lucha Underground tonight was awesome. And that ending was mwah. So I think now, as I've said before, when it comes to Lucha Underground, it's going to start picking up. Because when the show first started, it was kind of lacking that Lucha aura. You know, it didn't feel like Lucha Underground. We didn't have the usual people. And tonight, I finally feel like, okay, we're getting something going. We finally got something going now. So, I think going forward, this is going to get a lot better. This is going to become a lot more fun. I'm excited about episode 10, knowing what the ending implies in the future. So, Lucha Underground is going to start getting good. NXT is building to NXT Takeover Brooklyn IV. So we're going to have a lot to discuss here in this broadcast. But first, if this is the first time you're watching your boy, Alyx, man, do yourself a favor. Subscribe, like the video, comment, and share. But as always, if you really want to help expand the brand of your boy, Alyx, man, you can do a couple of things. You can like me on Facebook, be a part of future Q&As, and chat along with me during big topics and important news updates. Follow me on Twitter at DeluxeManVX1 and tweet with me during shows like NXT and Lucha Underground. You can also donate using Super Chat, PayPal, or Patreon. But if you really want to help expand the brand, buy yourself a DeluxeMan t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Roll call. Who's here? I know this is a very late broadcast, so I'm not expecting a big audience. But let's see who decided to show up crazy this late. Crazy late. We got, oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, Awesome Kid 254, Elias, Ultra Shadow, Jake Salig, JSA Productions, Brad Reed, Godzilla Hawk. Let's see here. Emo Bunny, that's a new one. What's up, Emo Bunny? Joseph Winters, Notorious MMA 16, Star Wars fan. We got a couple more coming in here. Hellraiser. I did it for the rock. I did it for the people. Oh, shoot. Jose Arredondo. Random Black Gamer, who has a big channel. Check him out. Random Black Gamer, what's the recent game you played? Are you broadcasting on Twitch or anything? Let me know. And I think that's about it. Again, very short audience because it's very late. But those of you who are catching me after the fact, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you enjoy this broadcast. With that said, let's get right into... Wait, one more. Peter McPeatface. Peter McPeatface from the UK. You're watching me from the UK? Dude, it's late. You must be really staying up for your boy. So I'm going to make this especially for you. For you, buddy. So with that said, let's get right into Lucha Underground.
Introducing Lucha Underground. Lucha. Lucha.
So, tonight's episode was titled A Match Made in Heaven because of the ending. But before we got to the big proposal, spoiler alert, we got a couple of matches to talk about. So we open things up with a vignette. We see Mariposa and her fine self backstage in Antonio Cueto's office, seducing him with money and other assets. And gets herself a title shot against El Dragon Azteca Jr. and his Gift to the Gods Championship. So that's for later. But we do open up with a match. And that match, well, it was a surprise. Antonio Cueto forces the Rabbit Tribe to pick a member to fight in the next match. Paul London chooses Mala Suerta so he can make up for his misdoings, as he said. That's when Antonio Cueto announces it's a sacrifice to the gods match. Oh no, that's not good for anybody. And you know who comes out, right? Matanza Cueto. Matanza, the monster, storms the ring, quickly makes quick work of Mala Suerta, and pause. See, I've been someone that's given a lot of praise to Lucha Underground. They're doing something this season they haven't done before, or maybe they had done it but I haven't noticed. They're adding in these cartoonish sound effects that, look, we get it. It's not supposed to be taken seriously as like an actual wrestling show. It's a TV show involving wrestling. But there was a spot in the match where Suerta was pummeling Matanza's head and did that whole like a little cartoon effect, and I was just like, no. I was like, no, don't ever do that again. Those little effects that you do to the show, don't do that, please. Don't. That didn't work for me at all. I was just like, yeah, that's below them. That's beneath them. Lucha, don't do that stuff. I'll let it slide this one time. If it happens again, you get that. That hurt. You know, I'm not going to be easy on them. But as you know, Matanza devours Suerta. And so, yeah, the Rabbit Tribe lost a member. What the hell? I'm assuming that one guy who is the White Rabbit is going to replace Suerta, right? We'll have to see. But yeah, that was the opening match. Then we move on to Jack Evans and Joey Ryan taking on Exolicious and Ivelisse. So Ivelisse and Exolicious are a new tag team. Interesting. And I gotta say, man, I don't know about y'all, but I really dig Exolicious. There's something about him that's just, it's an intangible factor. It factor, I don't know what it is, but I just like him. You know? I know a lot of people are bothered by his gimmick and what he does and stuff. I'm not. I'm really not. Okay? I don't care. So what? He is unique in his own way. Okay? Whatever. Good wrestler. I like him. And it's something different. It's a variety of things. It brings a sense of variety to your show, which is what's needed here. But Exolicious ends up losing the match to Jack Evans, who hooks him in this, don't know what it's called, modified go-go platter or some crap like that. But he basically hooked in this vicious submission move and made Exolicious pass out. Not tap out, but pass out. He refused to pass out, which pissed off Jack Evans because he couldn't make him tap out, although he won the match. So he kept it on him, even after they won. It was so bad that the referee tried to get him stopped, wouldn't let go. Joey Ryan, his partner, said, all right, you won the match, enough. Still wouldn't let go. And then Ivelisse had to come in and break it up. So this is personal. There is clearly an issue here between Jack Evans and Exolicious. Maybe there's something under the carpet behind the scenes that we're not seeing from Jack Evans. Maybe Jack Evans feels a little something for Exolicious. Maybe that's why he's threatened. Regardless, this is clearly going to continue, especially since we made it that personal. Next up is, I believe, is that the Rabbits Tribe? I mean, the Reptile Tribe versus Worldwide Underground? That can't be right. I feel like I'm missing something. That's why I was missing. Oh, yeah, the Get to the Gods Championship. Didn't even write it down because I'm an idiot. So, we had to Get to the Gods Championship match, which, of course, involved Mariposa and El Dragon Azteca Jr. And I remember it being a pretty solid match. As you would know, El Dragon Azteca Jr. retains the championship, and Mariposa, well, she's still fine. So, fine as in okay, like she is not hurt, and also she's fine, if you know what I mean. Have you ever seen Cheerleader Melissa without the garment? You haven't? I'm gonna look her up. You know what? No, we're doing this. To all you who are like, who the hell is Cheerleader Melissa? Is that some indie name that I'm supposed to know? No, check it out. When I show you how Cheerleader Melissa actually look, you're gonna be like, well, goddamn. Well, crap. Why isn't she wrestling like that? Trust me. When you see how she really looks, you're gonna be like, so the reason why she's not wrestling like that is because I have no idea. Okay. This will do. So here is Hey, hold on. Let's get a different photo, because that one's blurry. I like that one. Okay, so here you go. Here's Cheerleader Melissa, putting it up to the camera. Focus. There she is. Wait for it. It's a little bright. But that's Cheerleader Melissa without the mask. Or Mariposa without the mask. Yes, sir. All day, every day. So, we go on to the main event, which is finally Reptile Tribe versus the Worldwide Underground. Those of you who don't know and have not watched Season 4's Episode 8, spoiler alert, giving you a chance to turn it off. Well, it already happened, so what's to be spoiled at this point? In the previous episode, Vibora got his head chopped off by Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo ended up killing a fourth of the Reptile Tribe. And so, we're wondering, how the hell is the Reptile Tribe supposed to counter that? Like, how are they supposed to fight them now? And it's revealed that the casket that was in that temple, or her personal lair, reptile lair, was the casket of Jeremiah Crane. So she resurrected Jeremiah Crane with her powers, her venomous powers, and brought him back as Jeremiah Snake. So he has replaced Vibora. And at the same time, we see Johnny Mundo replace Ricky Mundo, who at this point is a psychopath and is sick. And Johnny said, nah, we're not going to have you in this match. He was replaced with, of all people, Aerostar. Huh? Aerostar? Where you been, boy? Man, when I saw Aerostar, I was like, yeah, there you go. That's who I'm talking about. I have been waiting to see you, buddy. So good to see Aerostar back. And, man, this was a breath of fresh air. It was good seeing his ass in that ring doing that lucha style. To me, he was the highlight of the match. So it was cool seeing him in there. And, God, I think that's what's been missing. We've been missing the Lucha Boys. Because Phoenix is dead. You already know Prince Puma's not there no more. Because Ricochet is now on NXT. Pentagon's doing alright. But for the most part, we're missing that crazy high flying that we used to get in Season 1. Like Angelico jumping off of the goddamn office roof. That stuff. Where's that stuff at? You know, freaking Mil Muertes powerbombing Phoenix to the roof of the office. What's going on? Like, come on. Are y'all saving all the good stuff until later? Give us something. But, yeah, Aerostar came out, and he was easily the highlight of the match. Now, because of this unexpected change in plans, Reptile Tribe fell victim to Johnny Mundo and his tribe, or his crew. He beat him with his End of the Worlds, and ends up pinning Drago to win the match, and he gets a wish. As Cobra Moon is walking away, Johnny Mundo gets a microphone. He says, whoa there, brother. And he says, look, I have a wish, but I'm not using it on myself. Taya's like, oh, is it for me? And Johnny's like, shut up, bitch. And she's like, oh. He didn't actually say that. But he disappointed her when he didn't give his wish to her. He decided to give the wish to Aerostar. Yeah, very shocking move, because Johnny Mundo is supposed to be an asshole. No, he decided to do something out of the kindness of his heart. He gave his wish to Aerostar and basically set Drago free. He set Drago free for Aerostar, and Cobra Moon's like, yeah, like the typical evil boss, or like the villain from Disney, yeah, all that kind of stuff. So Drago's free. He is no longer under the spell. I'll put a spell on you, under the spell of Cobra Moon, and he is now back with Aerostar. So they're cool again. Yeah. So awesome. Now Taya is pissed off about this. She's all like, "You're an idiot. We did all that for nothing. Why did you have me go through that for you to get this wish so you can help this guy out? You could have gotten anything you wanted, and that's what you do with it?" And Johnny Mundo's like, "You know what, Taya? You're right. I could have gotten anything I wanted, but the truth is, what I really wanted, Taya, could not be given to me by a wish. Only you can do that." And then old brother, he gets on his knees, he pulls out a wedding ring, a proposal ring, and she's all like, oh, and he's all like, in his own Macho Man voice, "Baby, oh yeah, will you marry me?" She's all like, "Yes." And then he gets on his 2 feet after she said yes and went, "Oh yeah." So that's why it was called a match made in heaven. It was a match made in heaven as a tribute to the match made in heaven with Macho Man Randy Savage and Elizabeth back in the day. There you go. Johnny Mundo and Taya are now engaged, and they're going to have a wedding. Don't know when, but it's happening. So they celebrate, they embrace, they kiss, and before the show goes off the air, we see Ricky Mundo, or Mickey Martez, whatever the hell his name is. I don't even know what his last name is anymore, but that guy with the doll staring into the broken mirror in the back, and he decides to say to himself, "I hope Johnny and Taya have a happy marriage till death do them part." And then he makes a maniacal face, and the doll is laughing. So, looks like Ricky is gonna go after basically Taya and Johnny. And I'm assuming Johnny is now a babyface. Interesting move. I will say this though. I haven't been this engaged in Lucha Underground all season. Like, this ending felt like Lucha Underground. I feel like for the last few episodes, we've been lacking stuff like this. Like this hook. This hook here that you gotta keep watching because you have no idea what's about to happen. So, now that I feel like we're later on in the season, we're gonna get those hooks a lot more. So, episode 10. Bring it on. Bring it on. Can't wait for it. So give me your thoughts about Lucha Underground down below in the comments. And thank you. It is Ricky Mandel. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs asked me, aren't they already related in real life? Yes. They are already married in real life. They actually got married a while ago. But on TV, they're not married, so guess what? Anyways, here we go. That was Lucha Underground. Let's go ahead and move on to NXT, brother. So, get this cover going. Boom, NXT. So, tonight's episode featured Johnny Gargano taking on Aleister Black in the main event of the evening. But before we get to that, we got a couple of other things to talk about. So let's do that, shall we? We kicked things off with, I believe it was a match. Yes, it was Amber Nova. I have no idea who the hell Amber Nova is. Apparently she's from Scotland. But she took on Nikki Cross. Nova got some offense, but Nikki basically beat the living hell out of her and beats her with that swinging fisherman's neckbreaker, which she calls the Purge. So, Cross hasn't moved up yet. Maybe she'll be moving up after SummerSlam. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. We see a video hyping up Keith Lee. My boy! Debuting tonight. I'm excited about Keith Lee. I really am. He gives an inspirational speech in this vignette talking about to never give up on your dreams. You keep going. You are in charge of your own life and all that jazz. So, we're going to talk more about Keith Lee when we get to the match. We won't be talking a lot about Ricochet because he was supposed to have a match and he got attacked by Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole says he is not a coward and doesn't hide behind anyone. He stands tall, the one and only North American champion. And after he mangles Ricochet in Brooklyn, that will remain the same. Good promo.
Amber Nova is from Impact Wrestling.
Is she now? So what did she do? Well, was that her name? Like literally her name in Impact, or is she wrestling under a different name? I'm just very curious about that. So thank you. So we go on from that to Vanessa Bourne and her fine self doing an interview backstage about her match against, is it Tainara? That Conti chick, her. She says she wants to win because she doesn't want to be deprived, or she doesn't want to deprive the world of her vision. She calls herself the vision of the women's division. Hey, I like it. When you put it together like that, it actually works. The vision of the women's division. Boom. I like it. She tells the interviewers to go away because they're interrupting her space. They're in her space. Give her a chance to breathe, goddammit. And then we see Cassius Ohno. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Taking on Adrian Jowl? Whatever. He apparently was a black belt in... that wasn't Taekwondo. What was that style again? Was that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or something like that? Well, he was doing that little move right there. That's called something. Whatever. Didn't matter because he got his ass kicked by Cassius Ohno, old school style. So Cassius Ohno is getting more vicious over time. He's becoming more and more of a, how I put this, of his old self. Because if you remember, before he came back to NXT, he was a vicious heel on the indie circuit. He was an a-hole. And he gets pleasure out of knocking out his opponents now. So I think over time, we'll start to see him shift more into a heel role, which, good. Good. I think Cassius Ohno, like many others, he's good. He's doing okay as a babyface. I'm not saying he's a horrible babyface. Matter of fact, I think he's pretty effective. He's an even better heel. Shawn Michaels, good babyface, even better heel. Sasha Banks, decent babyface, even better heel. That's why I feel like when I look at Cassius Ohno. EC3 joins the Velveteen Dream experience. So EC3 meets Dream by a pool. Now I'm assuming this is at the resort of the Dream. Dream tells him to take a seat and he suggests they take a walk. As they do, EC3 is suspicious of the Dream because he thinks he's going to push him into the pool. He even teases like, oh, sorry, I'm just teasing. I'm not going to do it. Carter talks up how he wants to be on the big stage for this big match. They both take off their sunglasses. Dream accuses Carter of disrespecting him. He purposely drops his glasses. EC3 picks him up. Velveteen Dream tries to shove EC3 into the water, but he reverses it and Dream goes into the water. He's scrambling. Oh no, I can't swim. And he's like, dude, it's 3 feet. So yeah, that was the segment. Interesting. So Velveteen Dream will be on NXT next week. Quite a segment. See, I at least admire that NXT had I wouldn't even say had the balls, but had the integrity to go outside the arena. Oh my god, we went on someone else's property? We actually did a promo in their own hotel, in their own house? What? We're actually going outside the ring to hype up matches? What a concept! Raw, SmackDown, take notes. I love you, SmackDown, but you don't even do this. You used to, but you stopped doing it. Alright, enough of all this. My boy, Keith Lee, took on Marcel Barthel. Don't know where he's from. Don't even know where he's from. But it doesn't matter because he took on my boy, A man that you all should bask in his glory. And let me tell you something. I've been waiting for this. I've been excited about it. Kind of upset we didn't get this debut at NXT Takeover Brooklyn, but whatever. We got my boy Keith Lee in his house. And they came in with straight, to quote Becky Lynch, fire with this match. Stiff shots, crazy athleticism from Keith Lee was so awesome. That big man, over 300 pounds, doing cruiserweight stuff, it is incredible. He is basically Mark Henry with the power, wrestling like Rey Mysterio. That is Keith Lee. And he dominated Barthol, Marcel, whatever. He beat him. That's what matters. Now, I'm going to bring him up again. I'm going to bring him up again at the end of the show for a reason, but check out Keith Lee. Okay? Keith Lee is someone that you need to know about and keep up with. He is going to be money. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay, so we got a backstage vignette with the Street Profits. They're going to take on the team of the Mighty next week.
Imagine JR reacting to keep doing a moonsault.
Bruh. Imagine JR reacting to a lot of things nowadays. I miss old school Jim Ross. I really do, guys. I miss Jim Ross. I want him to come back. Alright. Vanessa Vaughn taking on Conti in a Mae Young Classic qualifying match. Despite both of them being heels, last I checked, they were both heels. Bourne was the real heel in this match. I guess Conti was the de facto babyface because Bourne was the bigger, better heel. Anyways, look, nothing else to say about this match. The finish is Conti reversing a crucifix pin attempt into a slam of sorts for the pinfall. Yeah, I thought Bourne was going to win. I was not correct. Conti wins. Bourne is not in the tournament this year. Huh. He'll find himself not in the tournament. I don't know. I get to see her on Wednesdays. And let me tell you something, Vanessa. I happen to be a king at giving you a sense of worth. If you feel worthless or you feel like you're not getting your dues in terms of, oh man, why doesn't nobody respect me? Give your boy a call. Who you gonna call? Not you? Got it. Alright, next week, we're gonna do Tyler Bate versus Roderick Strong, and as well as Kairi Sane versus Aaliyah, and yo, I'm excited about that Kairi Sane match. Cause apparently we're gonna get to see a vicious side of Kairi. Oh boy. Cain Velasquez was in the match. Well, not in the match. He was in the crowd. Shocker. What's up, Cain? Main event, Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black. Came out swinging. Really good match going into it. Doesn't get to go into second gear because Aleister Black interferes, and then we have a three-way brawl. It gets so out of control that William Regal announces that the main event NXT Takeover Brooklyn IV will be Tyler Black versus Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, and your boy Deluxe Man would mark out if it was still happening, which is not. So those of you who don't know this story, it came out, I think, last week that Aleister Black suffered an injury during a live event. And as a result, by the way, it was a groin injury. He had to get surgery on it. He will not be able to compete in the main event of NXT Takeover Brooklyn. That was just announced today. He is out of the match. And the way WWE is getting out of it is doing an injury angle. Someone attacked him backstage. Was it Tommaso Ciampa? Was it Johnny Gargano? Was it the Undisputed Era? Or was it the same guy who attacked Hideo Itami and we still don't know who did it? We still don't know who attacked Hideo Itami. Like, who did that? Was it Samoa Joe? Huh? You know? But anyways, yeah. That's unfortunate. We will not be getting that triple threat because, by the way, I've been looking forward to that match. I already knew it was happening weeks ahead of time. But damn, it is unfortunate because that was going to be easily one of the best matches this year. But not saying it can't happen in the future. He's just going to miss this NXT Takeover. So that leaves us with the question, Deluxe Man, what do we do? What do we do if Aleister Black is not going to be at NXT Takeover Brooklyn IV? Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Let me get my creative cap on. My creative cap. Where is it? No, not that cap. How about... No, not that one either. Here we go. Alright. Dust it off real quick. Here it is. Alright. I believe we do another match. 6 matches instead of 5. We can do it. We got time. In that match, we do a number 1 contendership. Number 1 contendership to replace Aleister Black. And we put people that I believe have earned that right to compete. Why not do Cassius Ohno versus Bask in his glory, Keith Lee. Now some of you are saying, but Keith Lee just got here. And seriously, like, honestly, if I trust anybody to make that spot work,
Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa at Brooklyn IV. What match stipulation do you think they should have, and also do you think this will end the rivalry?
No, I do not think this will end the rivalry. Match stipulation, if we do a stipulation, it should be Hell in a Cell. But I don't think it's going to have a stipulation. I think it's going to be a triple threat. I think we're just going to replace Aleister Black with someone else. So I think we should do Cassius Ohno versus Keith Lee. The winner of that match goes on to fight Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in the main event. Personally, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter because I don't see Tommaso Ciampa dropping that belt. Spoiler alert for my preview this upcoming weekend. I don't see Tommaso Ciampa dropping that belt until later on this year. So it doesn't even matter if Black was there or not. We'll still get the triple threat later on, and it ain't gonna matter because Black wasn't gonna get the belt back anyways. So there you go. That's what I would do. And if you ask me would I go with Lee or Cassius Ohno, I'd go with Ohno. I would go with Ohno. And then use that match as a reason to turn him heel. Because he failed to get the championship. Just saying. That's what I would do. But if we do Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, what would we do? I don't know. I don't really know what would we do. What do you think? Tell you what, audience, if they are going to have a regular one-on-one match between Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, what do you want to see? What stipulation do you want to see? There are tons of stipulations. Let me know. I gotta know what you want to see. Let me see. Speaking of that, thank you guys for watching. Let's go to the live chat. Let me chat with you. Let me chat with you real quick. What do you guys think? Let's see here. Ladder match. Yo! Ladder match between Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, you know, because that's what started this whole breakup. I like it. Hell in a Cell, you want to hold that off to the last match. This isn't going to be the last match. Their last match will be Hell in a Cell. Guaranteed. And yes, that should happen. 60-minute time limit draw. So, you mean Iron Man match, perhaps? Okay. 3 stages of hell. What matches if you do that, by the way? Hardcore rules. Pudding match. Graver consequences. First blood. Oh, I like First Blood. I actually like First Blood a lot. Let's see here. Hell in the Cell or First Blood? Ooh, that's a hard... well, save Hell in the Cell. Save Hell in the Cell for later on this year. So First Blood. There you go. First Blood match. Hell in a Cell or 3 Stages of Hell, which is normal match, street fight, and Hell in a Cell. Sure. 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, that makes sense. Chamber match. A little bit of a waste, buddy. Let's see here. King of the Road. Inferno match. I would be all in on an Inferno match. That sounds like it'd be insane. Now, how do I put this? Regardless of what match they do, Ciampa's not losing that belt. So I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Give me your thoughts down below about what I talked about. Favorite moments of the entire show. What grades would you give your shows? I feel like both shows are great. Both shows are great. I thought Lucha Underground finally showed us that, hey, we still good. Lucha. What? Why did I do long? I'm sorry. Lucha. So, Lucha's still running hot. Let's see if it continues to run hot going into Ultima Lucha 4. But we got one more week until NXT Takeover Brooklyn. What will happen? Until then, we'll see you next time right here in your boy, The Last Man's World. I love ya. You have a good night. I'm tired. I'm heading out. So, see you tomorrow. Check out my SummerSlam reviews. Peace out. Oh, before I go, SummerSlam preview this Sunday. SummerSlam preview along with my NXT Takeover preview. Both of them are happening this Sunday. Don't miss it. This Sunday, 3 p. Wait, can I do it this Sunday? Okay. Actually, no. Change that. It's not happening this Sunday because this Sunday is my friend's birthday. Okay, so it's not happening this Sunday. Saturday. This Saturday is the preview. Saturday is the preview. Be there. This Saturday. Be there. Okay? I'm out. See ya.